Choose the lead singer for your rock band. Would you rather have Kermit the Frog, Napoleon Dynamite, or Gandalf the Wizard?
A half-smoked blunt of Snoop Dogg sells at auction. You'll never guess how much it sells for.
Scientists have actually found a way to bring dinosaurs back, and they're opening up a Jurassic Park in your town. How do you feel about that? Excited or terrified?
Would you rather have 5K cash or infinity pennies?
And we're back, episode 71, a Barcast comedy. Today I'm joined with stand-up comic MaryAlice Howser. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's just dive right into this. No long intros on this show. First question we always ask everybody. This should be a good one for you. Have you been in any bar fights?
I've been in one bar fight.
What was your record? Did you win?
No. I basically was just trying to pull my friend off of this, stupid girl. She was trying to fight. Yeah. And then her friend tried to swing on me. And so I just pushed her friend down. And then I just dragged my friend away.
How many bar fights have you broken up being a bartender?
Being a bartender, honestly, I've not that many. I try to get them to stop before I have to get across the bar.
Before that point?
Yeah.
You just yell at them?
I just yell at them, which is surprising for working at Lions Lair. Because there's a lot of bar fights.
That's what I thought. I was ready for you to have all kinds of crazy stories.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was catching chairs, dodging tables and pitchers.
No. I mean, I used to fight a lot at when I used to be a degenerate in high school and stuff.
Choose the lead singer of your rock band.
Lead singer of my rock band?
Your options are Gandalf, Kermit the Frog, or Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, shit.
This is a metal rock band.
I think I want to do Kermit.
You're going Kermit?
Yeah, I like Kermit.
You think he can be the singer at the front?
Oh, for sure.
He's got the voice.
Already, yeah.
He was actually just on, what's that show? The Masked Singer. They revealed it as Kermit the Frog.
Wasn't it Kermit, though?
That's what I wanted to know. I'm like, how do people not be like, that's Kermit the Frog's voice?
I watched one season of that, and the winner was Seal.
It was Seal?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Kiss from a rose on a grave. Did you know that when it snows?
It's an interesting show. No, I'm taking Napoleon Dynamite on that one just because I feel like he'd be getting down, dancing at the front. He would get the crowd going with those moves. Would you rather have 5K cash or infinity pennies? So you gotta bring a wheelbarrow with you.
Infinity pennies. Wait. So if I wanted to spend the pennies, I would have to take them out of...
Yeah, you gotta show up with the pennies.
Where is the infinity of pennies kept?
They're kept at your house. Let's say you got a garage full of pennies, and every time you bring the wheelbarrow in there, it loads it up with pennies for you.
And it's just magic, so it doesn't run out?
Yeah, it just keeps refilling.
Okay, because the thing is, it'd probably be good exercise to take a wheelbarrow of pennies to, the grocery store every day. One of those machines.
Oh, you're right. You're just taking it to a machine. That's genius.
Yeah, and I'm just getting really strong.
You're like, I'll just cash it in for that fee. That'll be a lot easier. One thing I've learned doing the podcast is comedians will always take the money. Any question, I'm like, would you rather be $200 cash or they're like $200? I'm like, I didn't even finish the question. I'm like, just give me the money.
Just give me the money.
And I'm like, all right then. All right, would you rather every electronic be hand cranked or you can't read? And this is for you only. It's if you want to use your phone, you got to crank it, with some charger.
I would do hand crank. I actually think that would be really convenient because my phone dies a lot and I don't have a charger on me. I lose my chargers. So, and again, it's just free exercise.
You're like, I actually could use that charger. No thoughts on can't read? So you look at a menu, you have no clue. You're just basically ordering off the pictures.
Well, what's the point of having a phone if I can't read what's on it?
Oh, true.
I'm going to be well, I can, obviously voice obviously can read to me. Obviously, my phone can read to me. There's a lot of accessibility tools on this thing. However,
you can't scroll at the gram. If you had to sing a song flawlessly or you die, word for word, what song are you singing? This is a weird hostage situation.
I think I would sing Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger?
Or do I have to know the song now?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
They play the music, the background, and then you just gotta sing it from start to finish.
Yeah, I think I would sing Eye of the Tiger.
You Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah. Because then they'd also kind of probably start rooting for me low-key. In the back of their mind, they're kind of you know what? You are kind of trying to do something here.
That's the song, Fight or Flight, Eye of the Tiger. It's just a hype song. I'd probably hit the notes just because I'm in the moment, just being lucky.
Adrenaline rushing. I think that song is perfect.
Yeah, some people choose easy songs on those, like Tequila or Happy Birthday. And then usually I make them sing them on the podcast if you do that song. So Snoop Dogg, one of his blunts, sold at auction. It's an unverified Snoop Dogg blunt from an ashtray. I want you to guess how much it sold for. Probably less than you're going to guess.
Okay, well, that makes me think. I'm going to say $12,500.
$12,500?
Yes.
So it actually sold for $2,015.
Thought it would sell for more. But maybe there's a lot of them.
It's unverified, I guess.
I guess that's true.
There's just some guy who's like, I smoked it with Snoop Dogg, and he put it in the ashtray.
Maybe that's a good price for it.
I mean, yeah, who's buying Snoop Dogg's just half?
And is there anything wrong with selling unverified stuff and people just falling for it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I wonder how you pick that up, too. Like, so like, if let's say I bought that joint from somebody in Texas, like, you can't mail weed. So do I have to go drive down to Texas to pick up this little joint to do it? Like, you can't even put that in the mail, too. That would get destroyed.
Absolutely.
It would fall apart. Like, I don't understand. If you got the joint, would you keep it, like, frame it on your wall, or do you smoke the half joint?
I would definitely smoke it because I would probably run out of weed.
You're like, God damn it, I'm smoking it.
It's probably what Snoop would want.
This is what he would want. That's the best answer. Oh, in the rap game, too, I also saw Flav. He went to Red Lobster and has been ordering the whole entire menu every time to keep him in business.
To keep Red Lobster in business.
Yeah. Did you hear they were closing?
I heard that, and you know what? I haven't had one of their cheddar biscuits in a long time. You know, I've never actually eaten inside of a Red Lobster. I've only ever, like, ordered there.
That's impressive. You don't even get the unlimited cheese biscuits if you don't go in. That's like half the experience.
Hey, maybe this is my time.
You gotta do your part and help Flav out. Keep them in business.
You know what that makes me think of? You know, Papa John's uses 25% of the whole world's banana pepper.
They're the number one supplier. Interesting.
So yeah, they use 25%, and they're the number one user of them in the world.
Oh, do you know the military's the number one buyer of glitter in the world?
I just figured that out. So I was just reading a conspiracy about big glitter, and they literally they've been secretive for a long time about their biggest
buyer was.
I always thought it was the government.
You were like, it's the government.
I always thought it was the government.
Yeah, I work at Hobby Lobby. I used to work at, so I'm big on the glitter conspiracy. I'm like, what's going on?
I'll be honest. I'm a buyer of glitter myself.
You're like, I got it. You're like, I got to be up there in the rankings too.
I know. I looked at
in the top 100. Where am I? Is there a list?
I looked at my arts and craft table, and I was like, might be me.
Oh, another good conspiracy I saw too is, did you know that Canada has a national maple syrup strategic reserve? Like we have oil, they have one for maple syrup.
No.
And did you know that their maple syrup reserve got robbed?
Oh, I did hear about the maple syrup robbery, but I didn't know it was from. I thought it was from like a private,
Yeah, no, that's Canada's government. They got robbed because there's no like barcodes on syrup.
But that means
you can't track it.
You know how there's oil families here, like oil tycoons. Are there syrup tycoons?
That means there's got to be like syrup mafia in Canada.
People with big cowboy hats that are like.
You start your own syrup company. They come out like break your kneecap. Like, what are you doing?
It's a sticky business.
It's like the Ozarks, but it's like a Canadian spinoff, and they're just selling syrup the whole time. What was the first joke you wrote when you wanted to become a comedian? Or ever thought about doing stand-up?
The first joke I ever wrote? Okay, it was like, it was like an interesting joke. I don't even tell it anymore. But it was basically like I would act out what it must have been like to play, like to be the puppeteer who played Faux, like the Phoenix in Harry Potter. Because like, so I don't know if you knew this, but what's his name? Like Michael, like Sir Michael Gambon, the guy who originally played Dumbledore.
Yeah.
He like died after the second movie, but the whole time he was on set, he believed that animatronic bird was a real phoenix.
He just thought it was real the whole time, like damn.
Which also means he thought phoenixes were real. Like that's a fictional bird.
He's just running around like, oh shit, we got a phoenix here today.
Oh yeah, no, and so like this guy on set, just every time they had a break or something, he's trying to like have his tea or whatever. If he saw this actor just start wandering onto set, he would have to like throw his like shit in the corner and then like run and just like start puppeteering like like emoting, because like here's the thing, like this guy thought he had like a working professional relationship with this bird. Yeah. Because they're acting scenes out together.
He's like, man, this bird respects me.
Yeah. Like we're
homies.
Yeah, we're colleagues,
He's bringing it meat. Like, I got you. Look at this. Got you a turkey leg.
Like, we need to get this guy in SAG.
You crash land on a deserted island. You get to bring one person and one item with you. What are you bringing?
Crash landed on an island and I can only bring one item.
And a person. I'll go first to give you a second to think.
Okay.
Some ones I was thinking, if I'm bringing a person, Bear Grylls, obviously, and maybe like, I don't know, like a big water jug. I feel like he could start a fire and do most of the stuff, or like a bow and arrow, and we'll be good. Or like the president. Like if I bring the president with me, like the whole U.S. is going to be searching for me.
No, that's true.
So like the president and just like some Chick-fil-A, like a picnic. Me and Biden just having a picnic on the beach while we wait for Secret Service to come.
And then like that's the item you would bring. It's just like
Yeah, the picnic.
The picnic. That was. I mean,
And then
I know
just hope that they find us within a day or two.
Okay. And then if they don't find you, you get to eat Joe Biden, which would feel kind of cathartic probably after everything that's happened.
I think I could take him. I'm stronger than him, so if it comes down to eating somebody, exactly, I could take Biden.
And no one would be mad.
There we go.
I had to, and they'd be like, "You're an American hero."
I'm sorry. There was like they're like it was 12 hours. I'm sorry. I was hungry.
You know, there's actually a really, really weird loophole in the Constitution that means that you're president now. If you eat the president, you actually become president. It's like you beat him in a duel or something.
Yeah, exactly. That is. You eat the president.
Wait, can you challenge the president to a duel? And then if you win, become president? Do we still do that?
I think so.
There's a lot of laws there's a lot of things we still do, so just saying.
I saw in the Olympics they used to have back in the day dueling with wax bullets. Could you imagine how fun that would be, just dueling with your friends, like wax bullets?
Like cowboy style?
Yeah, cowboy style. Be like, for Team USA, we got Zach McNamara coming up to duel.
Ouch.
That would be a great sport to have.
It would be great. It would be.
That'd be cooler than like that slap league. Because you at least get like the 10-second walk up, of them taking the steps backwards.
Oh, and they probably have so much beef with the fencing guys.
Oh, exactly. Like, screw those guys.
They're like, smoking cigarettes. They're like, yeah, we don't have to be in shape to do what our sport is. And the fencing guys are all like,
what are you going to do? Try and get me with your sword? Pow!
That's exactly how they hold it sideways.
Exactly. That's how I imagine, too, in the duel. So who are you bringing on a deserted island with you, though?
Oh, damn. I was trying to avoid that question. I would bring... can it be like a fictional character?
Sure. Yeah, you can bring
I'll
whoever
bring
you
King
want.
Triton from like Little Mermaid.
From the Little Mermaid. He's going to die on land.
Well, no, because he can hang out on the beach.
Oh, he's going to be on the beach.
Have
Okay,
water,
yeah.
and then
he'll
can
just bring you some food.
Yeah, literally, it'll be like the best of both worlds.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. You bring some friends to hang out.
Literally,
Barbecue at the shore. That's a good one. Another one I was thinking, too, was Daniel Radcliffe. Because, have you ever seen the movie Swiss Army Man?
No, I haven't, but I know the concept. But you know what I would bring?
What?
A grill.
A grill?
A grill, because I can, we can find wood and stuff but I would bring a grill, So then I gotta cook the fish on something. I'm sure mermaids eat it raw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got tools for the other stuff to cut it up, and then you can just fire that up for you. That's genius.
And then I'll teach them like what barbecue is, and then they'll be like, "Whoa, no!"
Mind blown. They're like, "She's the new king. You're the new mermaid." Yeah, no, I was saying though with that Daniel Radcliffe though. There's a movie called Swiss Army Man, where basically this guy's stranded on an island and he finds like a dead body, which is Daniel Radcliffe. And then he just like uses the body to survive. Like he fills him up with water, like a Swiss Army bag. And then like he's using them to like chop wood, his arms and stuff. And then at the end of the movie, he rides him off like a motorboat.
I definitely saw trailers for it, and it just sounds wild, but...
Yeah, it's one of those movies you gotta be pretty high for. What's your hometown scandal? Or like your high school story? Like if you're with all your friends from high school back in the day, you're gonna talk about reminisce.
Trying to think of like a good one one that's kind of funny is all my friends and I got MIPs. Like 16 of us all got caught drinking at a party.
All 16? They caught everybody?
They caught everybody, and
Nobody ran away?
we all tried. Many of us tried. Some of us just tried to hide under beds. My ass was too fat to fit under the beds. I was just like, no.
You're just halfway out of the bed?
No, yeah, the cop was just like, hi. Sorry, I just hit this in my face. They're just like, hi.
Man, we see you.
That was exactly what it was like. And then I went to a Catholic school, and like we had this priest, and one time like the IT lady was fixing his computer, and she found kitty porn on it, or she found CP material. It was really gross. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what this question goes towards. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's usually in school, especially. Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it again.
She was like just minding her business, doing the work, and then we just heard like everyone was in school that day. We just heard a scream. You could like hear it throughout the building. Yeah. And then all these people's parents tried to like be like apologetic about it, and they were like, they're like, oh, it was just normal. It was just normal. Normal porn. We're all like, no, I don't think she would have freaked out. I think that would have been.
That scream was not a normal.
Yeah, that wasn't a normal. That was I saw something no one should ever see. Scream.
Choose your useless superpower. You have a glass jar. That's your glass jar. Kind of like Thor's hammer. You can summon this glass jar to you at any time, and only you can take the lid off of it. You can put whatever you want in it, or you can teleport one object wherever you want. Once every 10 years, though.
Like, only I can take the lid off, but I can't keep things in it.
Yeah, you can keep things in it. Only you can take the lid off. You can summon it whenever you want. But it's also a glass jar, so you can't put much in it.
And, like, can people see in it?
Yeah, it's a glass jar.
This is so tricky.
For me, I'd probably do the glass jar just because it's only one object every 10 years. I don't even know what I'd teleport.
Well, what if I, like, what if I had, like, a nice bottle of wine? You know what I mean?
That you want to teleport?
Yeah, because then 10 years later, I know it's, like, perfect. Every year, I'll plan a bottle of wine.
Okay, and then you're just going to teleport
and
it?
Then, or every day. And so when 10 years later, once it starts, every day from then on out, I'll be able to be like, I have a perfectly aged 10-year-old bottle of wine.
No, you can only use the power once every 10 years, though, to pull out your bottle.
Oh, once every, it's not like an 8.
You can keep it in your glass jar, but you can fill the glass jar full of wine.
Once every 10 years.
And then you could just summon your wine all the time.
You know what was kind of bad? Like, I have such a hard time, like, getting myself to drink enough water, so I thought, what if I just put it in my fridge full of water? So then I could refill it wherever I am, and then I'm like just like send it back to where it goes.
There you go, and just have it.
And
like,
then just always
need
have cold water whenever I need it, and then I don't have to carry a water bottle around.
There you go. Actually, another good story too from working at Hobby Lobby. I used to buy these mason jar lids that would light up. It was like a AA battery, and it would light up your mason jar.
That's cool.
So I would sell them though to my friend who sold weed. Because it was the coolest thing. You put your weed in, you hit the button, and it's like, oh! It would light up the weed, and everybody would be excited, mind blown. And then he would sell them to all these stoners. And I'd get a mad discount since I worked at Hobby Lobby.
That's great. That's brilliant.
Would you rather share a pillow with the My Pillow guy every time you use a pillow, or no pillows rest of your life? Like anytime you use a pillow, the My Pillow guy just shows up.
I would just not use a pillow anymore because does that mean every time I try to have sex and there's like a pillow on the bed, the My Pillow guy is gonna just like be there?
He's just watching. He's just throw the pillows off the bed.
That's what I'm saying.
You're like, all right, first things first, no pillows.
No, you know what? He's like, unless you're using my pillow. No pillows. No pillows.
You show up drunk, you lay down on the pillow after the bar, and you're like, what the hell? He's here again.
I'll be so drunk, I'm just like, it's fine. I'm like, you know what? You can stay. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired.
They're gonna have to start paying rent, though.
I'm like, can I at least get a My Pillow? Like, this pillow's mid, you know? If you're gonna be here.
No, he gives you one of his My Pillows. It's a nice pillow. You get. I haven't used the My Pillow, but I imagine they're nice. Scientists have somehow managed to bring back dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park is now being built in your town. How do you feel?
Devastated.
Devastated?
I've been terrified of dinosaurs since I was a kid, and not because of Jurassic Park, but the dinosaur movie, you know, like the Disney one.
Land Before Time?
No. Okay. I'm not a baby. The one with like the animatron and the lemurs. Like they remember the one where they're acting like lemurs and dinosaurs like existed in the same.
No.
It was like a Disney.
I only know Land Before Time and Jurassic Park. Those are the only dinosaur movies I know.
There was a really realistic, I mean, I'm sure it looks like trash now. Really realistic, like, Disney dinosaur movie where, like, the T-Rexes were like, it was like, and then I would see clips of Jurassic Park on TV, and I'm just terrified of dinosaurs. Like, literally, I mean, if they...
You're like, I've seen enough movies on how this ends.
I am lucky that, like, my family has 3, like, leopard geckos.
Yeah.
Because, like, here's the thing. We don't know how smart dinosaurs were.
Personally, I'm on the side of dinosaurs are fake conspiracy. That's a rabbit hole for another episode.
I'm trying to think, like, that if they're really smart or, like, they're actually aliens or something, at least, like, I'm really nice to lizards, and so, like, they'll spare me or something.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Helen Keller?
Helen Keller?
All around the conspiracy.
Do
you think she was real?
It's weird because, like, I saw The Miracle Worker, which is, like, about her story, the play, when I was in college, and... I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure. I think she's real.
Yeah.
I think she's real. I don't think that white people are that creative.
Well, I think she's real, but, I just don't think she was smart. It's just her handlers just being like, yeah, look at what she wrote.
Yeah, like,
she didn't fly a plane.
I just don't think that. I don't think that whole lore, like, came out of someone's butt, though. Yeah. I think that had to come.
No, I think it came out of somebody's butt. Her handler's butt. Would you rather have no music for the rest of your life, or all music is sung to you by your mom? It's like when it's on the radio playing, you just hear your mom's voice. No matter the song.
No.
Eminem, she's rapping. She is
You understand?
spitting.
My mom has a very thick Argentinian accent, and like when she sings like she has she's a beautiful voice, and she always sings really loud at church.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like in that same like register as like Shakira, but she has a very thick accent, and so everything she sings sounds really cute, you know, like it's adorable, but like it would crack me up. Like I would take my mom singing every song, like it would be so cute, like it would just be so, I would be tickled. And she lives in Missouri, so I would just be like, oh, I miss my mom, like crank up the radio.
Just turn up the radio a little bit and jam. Yeah, I have to choose that one too. My mom listens to the podcast, so that's an easy one. So as a bartender, what's the worst song on Touch Tunes?
I love how you think Lions Lair has a touch tunes. I just told you we don't have power. We have a actual like old-fashioned jukebox. It doesn't work right now. And we have like the most precious soundboard ever. Like it's a little older than most soundboards, but it's amazing. And I'm barely allowed to touch it, so I either like plug it in and it works as soon as I click the only buttons I'm allowed to touch,
Or it doesn't.
and I can play whatever I want. Or I plug into a Bluetooth speaker. But no, I don't have to deal with that. And literally the other day, this band was coming in, and like all the people who were coming to watch them were coming in, and this guy's like, hey, are you doing music right now? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you mind if I change it to something a little more cohesive to like this crowd and like the band that's coming in? And I was like, no, because he's like, why? And I'm like, this is my fucking shift and I get to listen to whatever I want until I'm off. And he's like, oh wow, she hates me. And I'm like, I mean, whatever, dude, it's Lions Lair.
It's the Lions Lair. You must be new here.
Yeah, I'm like, your first time here, buddy. And then I like turned my music up.
Yeah. Well, a good one for on Touch Tunes, if you're ever at a bar with Touch Tunes, is Mountain Jam by the Allman Brothers. It only costs 3 credits, but it's 33 minutes long.
Oh.
Get the most for your money out of that song. Are the Foo Fighters fighting Foo, or are they the Foo that can fight? This is the part of the podcast where the questions really go downhill.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just thinking, like, if me and, like, if my friends, I have band practice after this, and if we should do a Foo Fighters cover and colors of, like, the Foos who can fight. I think that they fight.
That's what I'd have to go with, too, for that one. What about Bowling for Soup? Do you think they're bowling to raise awareness, or you think they're bowling for soup money?
Oh, you know how I always thought, actually? I think it's, like, obvious that they're bowling for soup money. Because, you know, starving artist trope, but I actually totally know what you're talking about because I have the same imagination where, like, I imagine that they're bowling for soup with the soup is for, like, sick kids or something.
Sick kids, yeah.
Like, specifically for sick kids.
I imagine one of, like, the drummer, though, he's, like, actually there just for the soup himself. He doesn't realize they're bowling for the sick kids. He's like, I'm actually in it for
They're
the
like,
soup.
dude, the soup's
Stop,
not for
man,
us.
It's not for us.
It's not for
Like,
us.
it's fine, man. I can have one can. That's my payment for being on this show.
And then I also imagine them like bowling, but instead of hitting the pins, they're just hitting like Campbell's soup cans. And then they're like, come on, donate
No, they're bowling soup cans down the lane, too.
into soup cans. What a waste of soup. I mean, I thought we were trying to raise awareness. It's all waste food.
All right, you get $1,000 every time you walk into the Walgreens, but every time you walk in there, you go ape shit for like 90 seconds, like flipping counters, jumping around, and afterwards, you can't apologize. You just got to accept the consequences. Do you do it?
I would take it because once upon a time, I was on antidepressants, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to get my medication because like some insurance issue, and I would like to apologize to the Walgreens in Alameda and Lakewood for any of my I'm so sorry for how I behaved. No, I was never that bad, but like I've already gone apeshit inside of a fucking Walgreens. So if I can just have whatever I want, I'd be like, well, at least if I can have my prescription on time, I'll take it. I was gonna flip out either way.
Yeah. If you went apeshit inside a Walgreens, you may be entitled to financial compensation. You're gonna see a commercial.
They're like, we have you on camera, and I'm like, cool. Can you develop it? Yeah, the camera center.
I've actually gotten I forgot what they're called. Those like class action lawsuits. I've won 2 class action lawsuits, 2-0. Some TikTok lady was like, Kellogg's is in a class action lawsuit. And they were like, sign up here. And I signed up and I gave my Venmo. And Kellogg's sent me $25.
Hell yeah.
And then I won another one for $18. I forgot what it was for. Yeah, it's funny. It'll come like 3 months later. they'll Venmo me, and I'll be at the bar like at midnight. I'm like, heck yeah. I'm like, round of shots on me, boys. Not really. I didn't get enough for that.
A round of shots for me.
For me, yeah. But shout out to Kellogg's for helping me out here. You can only take one of these dogs home. Which dog are you taking home?
Okay, I like this question. I live in a one bedroom, so Clifford's out.
Clifford, yeah. I would love Clifford, but like, imagine having to clean up after Clifford.
Same with Scooby-Doo. I feel like Goofy and I would have too much, like, Goofy.
He's like, just go get a drink at the...
Honestly, I would go with Courage.
Courage is adorable.
Yeah, and like, you know, he's almost like a service dog, because like he like can tell you, he's like can alert. He's always trying to alert you to like when things are happening, you know?
Yeah, I basically already have Courage as a dog. Like, my dogs have anxiety. I didn't think that was possible, but like, my dogs give me like the puppy eyes, my puppy, to not take him to the park. He's like, please don't take me today. It's like in his ideal world, he's like, can we all just hang out at my house? Like, that'd be his perfect world. But for me, I would take Scooby, just because I want to get high with Scooby.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, that'd be true. And like, I feel like I don't know the rules of this question. If I go with Scooby-Doo, can we at least once eat a sandwich like the same way they eat them in the show, where they like just like swallow the whole sandwich?
Yeah,
whole,
you can do that too. You're like, I just want to.
I just want to do that like together.
That's what I'm saying. If you get high with him, you get those cartoon powers, and you're just boom.
Oh yeah, I don't want to live in Courage's world though. I would love him to be my dog, but I don't want to live.
As long as he comes to your world, yeah, that would be a nightmare. Otherwise,
I just don't understand why Pluto and Goofy. So if you have Pluto's your dog, is Pluto your dog? And if Goofy's your dog, are you treating him like a dog, or are you treating him like a friend?
I imagine I would have Goofy on like the same level as Scooby.
No,
I mean I guess that's
he's
a good
wearing
point.
clothes.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
he has his family. He has his son.
I'm out here putting him on a leash. Come on, we're going to the bar today.
There's something wrong here.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you your own beer.
I feel like I'd have to help him like get a place and like health insurance and like
you need a second room in your apartment for Scooby.
A little goofy.
There's a lot of implications with that. And then Brian Griffin, like, he's too smart. He would just piss me off.
Oh, for sure. He
with
would
his
just
sass and my stuff. I'd be like, shut up. My idea was brilliant.
And I love Snoopy. Snoopy's adorable, but beagles are so loud. I can't do a beagle. They bark. They're too loud.
You're like, not doing it. All right, we got one more visual question here. Choose your water.
Ooh.
For me, I'm just taking like the Aquafina or Dasani.
I was gonna say Dasani.
I'm like, I'll just take the nice cheap water.
Honestly, like the Fiji water, I would take Fiji because like I recently had a Fiji water because I went. Oh, sorry. I recently had a Fiji water because I went to the bank and they had them like they were like, oh, do you need a water? Because I was waiting forever. I don't know. I felt fancy. Like I felt like taking it to my next location so I could be like, yeah, this is a Fiji water.
Do you know if you eat mangoes before you get high, they'll make you get higher?
I've heard that, and I think that's great.
Me and my friend tried to do that, tested like Mythbusters, you know, but our results were inconclusive because basically we just got way too high and just ate mangoes every time.
Oh.
Like, you know, there was no control test. Like, do we eat them before, after? We were just basically just getting high and eating mangoes daily.
That's true. And then once you start conditioning yourself, you're like, every time you get high, you're like, I kind of want some mangoes. So
yeah, that's exactly what we were doing. We're like, well, let's go get more mangoes. We found a cool way to cut them. Look like a little turtle shell.
Oh, that is
So
sick.
we were having a blast, just cutting mangoes.
I really like the orange juice, like the Tropicana with mango.
So let's go to our last segment of the podcast here, which is my favorite. It's where we try to break the record for the fastest time to drink a Capri Sun.
I had a Capri Sun last night, so let's see.
Usually I tape them under the tables, but I can't do them on these tables with the holes.
Just stabbing it count, or do I get to stab it before?
So you can take the straw off, but the straw's got to be in the wrapper.
Okay. Oh, man, this is the hard.
So the record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun is 8 seconds, and the Barcast record is 9 seconds by Chris Wellman.
Okay.
When you're ready, I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I forgot to time us on my phone. Fuck. So that could have been world record time. We don't know. That's all for this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, check us out on YouTube. We're giving away a toaster at 10K subscribers, baby. Check out MaryAlice. Tell me anywhere to find you. You want a shout out, I'll be linked on screen and down below.
Oh, yeah. Find me on Instagram under Fernet Barbie. And then I host a show every second Thursday of the month at WYR called Biohazard. It's at 8:30 p.m. It's free, so come check it out.
Subscribe. Doo-doo-doo.